What is up, everybody? We are here today to rank Domino's Heroes cards. If you have not seen the Digging Deep episode, please go check that out. If you want, you don't have to, but it would help me a lot. Let's just dive right into it, shall we? I need to get out the ranking here. All right, we'll start with the hero. It's working? Okay, it's okay. Hero I put as a numeral 4, and I did not get this ready. Let's get this ready. Full card. Let's go. We had cable a few weeks ago. There we go. Alright. Domino is a 1-2-3. Her hand size is 5 and her hit points are 9. Posse X-Force. When counting resources on cards, discard from the top of your deck. Count each printed wild icon twice, which is awesome. Action, choose a card in your hand, swap that card with the top card of your deck. Alright, so I make marks as a 4 because 1, 2, 3. I like that. I like that kind of display. One of each, or just one of each. And then her whole shtick is discarding cards from the top of your deck. So she has a lot of wilds in her deck, which is awesome. So she gets those twice. And you card in your hand, swap that card with the top card of your deck, which is also awesome. If you know you have a wild in your hand, you want to put it on the bottom and then use her ability. So yeah, she's a 4 because you can, what's the word? Modify? No. Pretty much guarantee what you want to get when you have to discard a card. Moving on to Alter Ego, I put as number 3. 3 recovery. Hand size 6. Choose a card in your hand. Swap that card with the top card of your discard pile. Limit once per round. Now this is another one, good one for like if you end up drawing our 3 resource card. I can't think of what it's called right now. And then if you're in Alter Ego, you could use it to pay for something like Helicarrier or something like that, and then use her ability to bring it back into your hand, swap over to Domino, and then put it on top of your deck. So her ability is still really good here, which is why she's a 3. Moving on to Diamondback. Diamondback is, I put her as a 2, mainly because I didn't play her that often, but I looked into her ability. She's 2/1/1/2. Wild resource. Action, exhaust Diamondback. Deal 1 damage to her and discard top card of your deck. Deal 1 damage to each enemy for each resource icon discard this way. So she would have been a 1 because I never played her, but I put her up a 2 because her ability is pretty good. Because if you just don't attack with her and just pretty much use her ability, you could possibly go up to 2 damage instead of doing one of these bad boys. You could add sidekick to her, get her health up, and then use her a bunch of times. It might be decent with a villain with a lot of minions. Moving on to Outlaw. Outlaw is also a 2 for the same reason. I played her once, I think, but really it went into the details here. She's a 3/1/1/3. She got toughness, so that's good. Interrupt when Outlaw attacks. Discard top card of your attack. Outlaw gets +1 attack for this attack for each resource icon discard this way. So she could be up to 3 if you have a wild resource. Put sidekick on her. She can be a really good one. Toughness, if you want her to block right away, that could work too. So she's not horrible. She's not horrible. Okay, now we are going to Good Workout, which I put as a 3. It's 2 cost event. Attack superpower action. Deal 4 damage to an enemy and discard top card of your deck. For each resource icon discard this way, deal 1 additional damage to that enemy. So you play a 2 card, you deal 4 damage off the bat, discard top of your card. If you planned it right, it's going to be a wild, so it's going to be 2 additional damage. So 2 for 6, not horrible. Not horrible at all. That is why it's up in the 3 category. Moving on. Oh, we have the next page. Moving on to Luck Be a Lady. Luck Be a Lady. Where is it? So, Luck Be a Lady is also a 3. It's a 1-cost defense. It's superpower. Hero action. Discard top card of your deck and count the resources on it. For each resource counted this way, if it has a energy, mental, strength, wild, deal 2 damage from a character. Remove 2 threat from a scheme. Deal 3 damage to an enemy. Choose one of the above. So this is a pretty good card. I don't know why I thought there was more than one in it, but a very good card, especially if you have your jackpot card. You can do all 3 of these. Fantastic. Or I think if doubles, I don't know if I played with doubles. I don't remember. If you have 2 energy, does this happen twice? For each resource, count the top card of your deck and count the resource. Yeah, it does. Okay. So you could heal if you had doubles of anything. You could do this twice. Pretty good card. But as a 3, yeah, it did. Right place, right time. Right place, right time. What did I do? I also put that as a 3. 2-cost event, hero action Thor. Remove 3 threat from a scheme and discard top card of your deck. For each resource icon discard this way, remove 1 additional threat from that scheme. So this is your thwart card if you're not working on thwarting with her. So you can remove 3 off the bat, and then possibly if you pull a wild, remove 2 more. Yeah, nothing else to say about that. It's pretty straightforward. You can remove 5 threat off a scheme if it's getting crazy. This is a good card to have when you flip over to alter ego. It's something to keep. That way you can use it on your next turn after the villain schemes, if they're not confused. Jackpot. There's only one of these in the deck. Jackpot I put as number 4. Of course I did. After this card is discarded from the top of your deck, shuffle it back in your deck. So whenever is a 3 resources. So whenever you discard from top, it goes straight back in. So it's basically always in your deck until the end when you're forced to shuffle. So very good card, and a lot of her cards base off all these icons. We just said this one. That could be amazing. So yeah, that is a 4. Well, only one of it in there, which is fine. Pip the Pug. Pip the Pug is another 2. I don't think I've played him at all. 1 support, alter ego, exhaust Pip the Pug. Put 1 Domino or Posse card from your discard pile on top of your deck. Now, if you use him, that's great. You pretty much, like if you forget to put the jackpot back in your deck after drawing it and discarded it and didn't put it on top, this is a good way to get it back in on top of your deck to use. Or any wild that you need to use for an ability. So yeah, I should have probably played Pug more, but I just didn't. Paint a Lady. Paint a Lady is a 1, right? Yes. 1-cost support. After you discard a card from the top of your deck, attach that card face down here. Alter ego action. Exhaust Paint a Lady. Add 1 card attached here to your hand. Okay, so this one is a 1 because I know how it works, but I always forget about it. I'm not sure how I like these cards that you can kind of like, it's kind of an extension hand. You can put it under, like Ghost Spider has one that I don't use that much either, and I really need to get into using these more often because I know they are beneficial, but I just don't. I have better things to do. So sadly, that's a 1. Moving on to Domino's Pistol, which is put it as a 3 because Domino's Pistols are like basically almost her whole shtick. 2-cost upgrade, restricted. Your action attack. Exhaust Domino's Pistol. Choose an enemy. Discard top card of your deck. Deal 1 damage to that enemy for each resource icon. Discard this way. So basically, you're discarding cards, and whatever the resource is on there, you deal damage. And you can deal up to 2 if it's a wild, 3 if you pull off jackpot, 3 again if you get lucky and shuffle it on the top. And that's pretty much Domino's Pistols. It gives you, if you have both of them out, 2 to 4 extra damage. So yeah, good card, good cards. Moving on, Lucky and Good. Lucky and Good, I put as a 0 because I didn't use it. 1-cost upgrade, 1 boost card is turned face up during an attack against you. Exhaust Lucky and Good. Cancel the card's boost icons and boost ability. Give the attacking enemy another boost card for the stack. So I don't really like these cards that manipulate the encounter deck because I always think the next card is just going to be worse than what I already pulled. So I don't want to mess with it. So that's why it's a 0. It's my own personal shtick. This one is basically the same thing. It is also a 0 because, like I said, I don't like messing around with the encounter deck. Even though sometimes this one can be really good. I think I did use it a couple times, but I don't like it because what if the next card's worse? It's a fear of mine. I can't help it. Last one is probability field. Oh, that's wrong. I did that wrong. That's a 0. Okay. Probability field is a 1 because I don't think I use this one that often either. 2 cost upgrade. When you use a basic power, discard top card of your deck. You get +1 to that power for this use. For each icon, discard this way. Yeah, I didn't use this one at all either. I think I just had other cards I wanted to play, even though this one is really good. But when I had Domino's Pistols out and stuff like that, I wanted to make sure those got the good cards instead of something like this. So this one just wasn't played that often. So those are all the cards ranked. So overall, her ranking for me is a 6 out of 10, which is pretty low for her because I really enjoyed playing with her. Which is surprising. The heroes that I've been enjoying playing are really low on this ranking system. Anyways, please let me know what you think of Domino, what you think she is out of 10, and where you would place these cards. Higher, lower? Let me know in the comments. Other than that, I hope you all have a decent weekend. It's the weekend for me. And have a great time. Deuces.